Now, a word from our sponsors. The Pixel Pro Display Sequence Club is the only club that pays for itself. Here are just some of the benefits of becoming a member. Each month, you will receive a free, original sequence programmed by the pros at PPD to take your display to the next level. Access to weekly Xlights effects presets, which you can use in your own sequences or modify to create your own unique effects library. Access to the PPD affiliate discount program, getting up to 15% off or more from over a dozen of our PPD partners. So visit us on the web today at pixelprodisplays.com and also find us on Facebook at Pixel Pro University. Pixel Pro Displays. What can Pixel Pro Displays do for you?
All right, JR. I would say that we've covered that well. I'll let you move on to your fun now, I suppose.
I thought it was your fun.
I thought it was your fun.
Okay, well, it's somebody's fun. Here we go.
JR's got a dirty mind. Vinny is just an idiot. But somehow, this is still journalism? Let's now do some rapid fire questions.
All right, Ed. So this
sounds like fun.
This segment is really just a lot of random nonsense that kind of gets to know you on an entertaining level.
Okay.
That's what it's about. JR, you want to kick us off?
Okay. 5 volt or 12 volt?
Definitely 12 volt. More volts, more power. What is it? Oh, better.
We actually got permission to make a Think Tank shirt with that. I got to start making that artwork.
Well, I consistently, I think, stayed at 1 volt, and 12 was the easiest for me. I didn't, power injection is a mystery to some. So when I first got started, I stuck with 12 and I've gone there. So.
All right, Vinny.
Let's see here. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Interesting. I hadn't thought of that, but absolutely, it's a sandwich. It's a meat between two buns. Yeah,
I agree.
Absolutely,
it's meat and bread.
Meat and bread.
It's a sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Favorite non-Christmas song?
Wow. Handel's Messiah.
I have no clue what that is.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I have to Google that.
If you had a genie, what would be your first wish?
Can I wish for 3 more wishes?
No, we are following the Aladdin rules of wishes. Which means you cannot wish for more wishes. You cannot kill someone or raise someone from the dead.
Or make somebody fall in love with you.
And you can't make somebody fall in love with you.
Okay. I'd like to retire and travel the world. So I don't know if that would fall under there, but have enough money so I could retire and travel the world with my family.
Perfect.
That's a good one. Build it or buy it?
It depends. So sometimes if it's cost effective to just build it and get it done right and not deal with frustration. But definitely if you build it, you understand what goes into it and have probably a greater level of appreciation. But sometimes it's better just to buy it and sometimes it's better to build it. So sorry. Not either. Depends answer.
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
Love it. Have Hawaiian pizza every couple months or so. So got to have the ham and the pineapple. So excellent.
Standard or metric?
Wow. I'm more of a metric person personally. I've traveled internationally for a good bit, and for tools and everything, I understand different, but I think it's so much easier just if the whole world was on one platform. And so I'd definitely say metric.
JR, you're going to have to get my wife on this for an interview, because that's probably going to be your only person that'll agree standard with you. So far, every guest has said metric.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Every single one.
Interesting.
Yep. It's good.
Smart group of people.
Okay, so why does lemon dish soap contain real lemons, but lemon juice is made with artificial flavors?
Why is that? Because the preservatives that go in it, you have to have the bacteria that would cause problems.
Gosh, I love that was a real answer.
Yeah. You would think you would ask the Florida guy about oranges, not lemons.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where do lemons come from?
Not from Florida anymore.
Not from Florida?
No, there was a frost in 1984 that wiped out over 2/3 of the orange trees in Florida. So that really spurred a big development in the Orlando area, all of Central Florida. So I think they're from Central America now, and probably California. Some.
JR, you got to come up with something better than that now.
I know. I don't know. That threw me for a loop. What superpower would you have?
I think I'd be a mind reader. I don't know if that's a superpower or not, but
sure.
Yeah, that is.
Understanding people without reading between the lines, or sometimes on Facebook, you don't know if someone's being a jackass or if they're serious about something or whatever, what their intention is. So
yeah, that's definitely hard to figure out.
Sometimes. Yeah. So,
why do we traditionally sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" when we're already at the ball game?
Interesting. Doesn't that have to do with the Yankees and something that happened there?
God, I have no idea.
You're the baseball announcer. You don't know?
All I'm saying is that it's that 7th inning stretch, so it's not only you're already at the game singing about "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," but you've been there for, at that point, probably 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Probably has something to do with Teddy Roosevelt and the Yankees or something.
It's like that's the only good song about baseball or something.
Yeah.
I think it is the only song about baseball. All right. Is it time for the question?
Let's see.
You got any more?
I don't know. Like, I feel like we've made it very clear ahead of time that you love the standard system, not metric.
Oh, now we're prepping people before the question.
I'm trying to figure out how else we can
prep the question.
Prep all the terrible things that you've done. You're from California. That needs to be kept in mind. Okay, I feel like I've built this up a little bit. You go ahead and ask your ridiculous question.
If you were to hang out with one of us, who would it be, JR or Vinny?
I'd say Vinny.
Woo! Look at that. That's your third one out of 12 or something.
Yeah, I actually have hung with Vinny a little bit at this past year, and he's got a fun wild streak about him. So I think you're a little more reserved, but don't know. But
yeah, you got to draw it out of him. Luckily, Jules brings it out of him, I think.
Yeah.
So
I just Googled "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." So according to historians, it wasn't until 1934 that "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" was played at a baseball game. So,
I didn't even know the song was that old.
Yeah. It was written 30 years before. It was written 32 years before 1940. So that must be 1908.
Wow.
Not that anybody cares, but that's...
now we got baseball facts.
And Jack
covered it all.
Jack Norworth is the person that wrote it.
See, these podcasts need to be educational. And we've made them educational now.
So has anybody sequenced that? That's the question.
Yeah.
That needs to be done at some point.
All right. If you listen to this and you've sequenced that or know somebody that has, let us know in the think tank. All right. Are we going on to the last segment for the evening?
Go on to your last segment.
It's It's now time for that most controversial conversation. Anyone with sensitive feelings, you can go away now. Let's talk about blow molds. Blow molds, my precious. Blow molds.
Little disclaimer for Ed, though.
Not X-Lights related.
So, Ed, what is your opinion about blow molds?
So I'm not a big fan, but I'll give you a real short story about blow mold. So I went to the AC/DC Mini a few years ago, and there's a lady there who's part of, I think, the Chicago group that has a huge blow mold display, and she repairs them and all. So if you ever Google, she's got a huge choir of blow molds and everything. So I've been to her house and seen her display, but it doesn't inspire me in any way. Now, animatronics definitely inspires me and takes me back to my youth. So I go back to when I was 4 and 5 years old, and I can remember that display that, kind of sets the tone for the rest of your life and how much you enjoyed Christmas and seeing all the little elves and animatronics, going around. So blow molds, not inspiring. Animatronics, inspiring.
That was the best answer we've had for blow mold, my precious.
I just like that someone disagrees with you. That just makes me happy.
Seeing a pattern.
I've seen this. Look, I've said this multiple times on this show. I'm not like one of those guys in love with blow molds. I have 200 of them, but I'm kind of in that spot where I have them.
That's fine. That's fine. See, that is like saying that's like a prostitute saying, I'm not easy. And that may be true. In her personal life, who knows? The fact of the matter is you have 200 blow molds. So you may not be that blow mold guy, but you have 200 blow molds.
So I think this involves psychological counseling here. So JR, we need to get to the root of why you like blow molds so much, and where does it take you back to in your youth that you enjoy these blow molds?
Well, actually, there is a really cool story about the whole blow mold thing. Is when I was a kid, we went to this barbecue store with me and my sister, my grandparents went to this barbecue store, and we bought Santa and the Reindeer blow mold. Well, we came in, pulled in the driveway, and my parents had the Santa and the Reindeer blow mold set up because they just bought it at the same place hours before we did. So that same blow mold from there still gets hung up in the orchard every year. So That was the start of the blow molds.
Yes, we've figured out the root of his blow mold obsession.
It's good. I'll be honest. I have blow molds myself, but they are in a nativity scene, and that's all they are. That's the only blow molds I have is a Mary, a Joseph, a Jesus, 3 wise men, some animals.
I got
that
those.
Is it. That is all I have.
I got that set up.
I think the better question is inflatables or no inflatables?
No inflatables.
No.
Absolutely no inflatables.
See, okay. You come down on that. I'm in agreement with you, but there are people that like them. So.
Yeah, we're going to lose half our audience now. No, I used to have inflatables, but then it wasn't working well in the orchard. It was cool for storage, but it just, they didn't last, and then they didn't look good with pixels and stuff. It just.
Now, I'll be honest. I'll tell you this story. I have had this conversation many, many times because my wife is extremely passionate about her hatred for inflatables. And I'm not going to say the words that she chooses to use when she sees inflatables. However, she's very passionate about her hatred there. And so she has to go on a rant and a tangent whenever we're driving around and see them. However, I'll put it this way. If I had to choose between somebody that says, fine, Christmas lights are too much work, I'm not going to do anything, or somebody that says, you know what, all I got to do is stick this thing out in the yard, plug it in, and I have some sort of Christmas decoration, I will take that. I would take an inflatable over nothing.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
So if it's something that it means to them that